What up, Coop Group? Welcome to Alliance War Season 25, War Number 7, where GT40 goes against Palo. Now, I've seen Palo in Masters many times, so they're a pretty good alliance. Now, I've never seen them in top 5. I don't think they've been in top 10 recently, but they're a decent alliance, so we know that we have to do our best this war, especially because we already lost 2 wars this season. 2 wars. And last war, I didn't have Ghost, and I was just telling the officer, look, I'm not angry, I just am only going to bring Ghost to next war, just because I'm really good at Ghost, and you can always find a Ghost path, I'll do it. So, I went into the map, told him what fights I can do for Ghost path, told him I can do all these fights, which you're about to see that I say I can do, and yeah, we'll go from there. So, I'm going to be on path 1 in the first section, on this, basically, unblockable node when he's regenning, with Arc Overload and Vigorous Assault, and then that fun Immortal A-Bomb and Masochism, which isn't that hard of Ghost. It's actually really easy Ghost fight, just even with the Global Protect. And then I want to take Node 22, that Havoc. He'll get a lot of power, but I just, phase special 3s. And then that Power Focus 1 Mixmaster Sentinel should be really easy. Then I'm going to go up to the middle and go path 4 most likely. That Kinetic, footloose, domino I've done before, and I have a better plan to do this war to kind of make it an easier fight. Invisible Woman shouldn't be too hard. And then, some way I was given Silver Surfer. I told my officer, I'm like, I can't do that fight. So, we'll see if we can send back up there. Then there's that Void. And I've been floating stuff, which is super easy. I can do that fight with my eyes closed. Not really. Don't challenge me. And then Black Widow Clairvoyant. I knew that I could probably do the Ebony Maul also with Wasp pretty easily. I don't even need any pre-fights on that fight with Wasp, but we'll see if we end up doing that. So it's basically a tie game right now with 15 each. So I'm going into my fights with all my boosting up pretty big. I got pretty angry, to be honest, because Node 22 Havoc was taken by someone with a Warlock. Now, yeah, Warlock is decent for that fight. Actually really good for that fight, but I was told that I could take that node, and it was stolen. So I was not happy going into this fight right here, into any of my fights, the next 4 fights I'm doing, because I was supposed to have 5 fights, not 4. Again, I wasn't content, because I just really wanted to do Ghost on that node and see how it went, just to phase special 3s over and over, but no, it was taken. I was just saying, you know what, someone with a Quake, go take Sentinel, I don't need it, you can steal my fight, someone would steal that one too. But we're going into my fight against this Stealth Spidey, and yeah, I get whacked in the beginning of the fight. I'm like, really? Just like that, just starting off this war is just so pretty, whatever. I'm just going to play it exactly how I was supposed to play it, because that was a ridiculous start to the fight. I just missed my intercept, I guess, or I just missed a dash back. Something happened there. It was just ridiculous and just silly. But he's being a bit more aggressive, which is what I need. Just one big special 2 and this fight is over. I do have a power back boost, but it's just really not needed for this fight. It's mainly needed for the domino fight, which I'll be doing in 3 or 4 fights. But yeah, this Immortal Hulk is going to be really easy, so I'm going to put in, I think, 1 potion, because I'm like, you know what, I'm pretty confident in this next fight, just don't get hit. I mean, if I get hit, I'm probably going to die, but I don't think I can get hit in this fight. It's pretty easy, just bait special 1s. I did do a few duels to get ready to rank 2, not a rank 3, so my hits will most likely be activating Protect, maybe, and if they do, I can easily get a phase intercept off, which counts as an intercept. I missed my intercept there because he backs up right away, which is really weird. I hate when that happens when they just do 1 medium into you when you're playing Ghost, and they just back up. I'm like, really? Just like that? Fine. Well, we'll start it off, and I'll miss my 2 I'm not even going to use my Fury hits. I hate when that happens. When you have those big Fury hits, you can't use them. But yeah, I'm going to bait special 1s. He's going to have a tough time throwing it. Randomly throws a heavy like Mysterio out of nowhere. He's so far away, too. But yeah, he gets a bit stingy kind of near the end of the fight where he just won't throw specials. Right now, he's being nice. I did see if I can counter a special 1, but I'm like, you know what? I cannot. I tried in duels, and I got 1 out of 4 of them, so I was not confident to do it here. Got an accidental parry with Masochism. He did heal up a little bit, which isn't a big deal here. Thought about throwing a heavy there, but I just backed up instead. And yeah, it's a very simple fight. Now, yes, there are other better counters for this fight, like Warlock would be pretty good for this fight, as would Nick Fury be really good for this fight. He's almost at a special 2. I'm like, crap, don't get him to special 2. I'm getting stuck in my corner, which is not good. Don't want to be there. I mean, you know what? Just see if I can finish this fight off right here with a special 3. There is protect up, which isn't a big deal. So I'm hoping the special 3 kills him. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have to phase the special 3 of his. But my special 3 does just enough damage to knock him out of his socks. Boom. Mortal Hawk dead. Now onto the Sentinel fight, which I ended up taking. I was stingy. I was a bit sad that someone took that Havoc right there, and they did lose a lot of health, which I for sure guaranteed would have lost maybe 10% health total in that fight. Because if you bait Havoc special 3, then it turns off all plasmas, and if you're phasing, then you take no damage at all, which is really nice. It just starts in basically at 0 plasmas again, so it's really easy. I don't want to use any more potions in this war, so I'm going to put on a combat regen boost, which I just have. I barely ever use those combat regen boosts anyways. So yeah, this is Mixmaster Sentinel, and he's being a jerkwad. And he did the same thing Hawk did, but instead he intercepted me. I'm like, alright, well, this fight started off great, not what I wanted. And because of Mixmaster, I'm doing medium light attack hits. Now I'm really good at countering a special 1. Most people would say in war to not do it because you get parried. But you don't see me getting parried there. He has no time to block there at all. Now I could have thrown special 2, but it's just going to activate protect completely. And I'd rather just, have a special 3 in the bank in case I get in trouble, in case somehow gets another counter on me, or in case he decides to just, take forever to hit into my phase, and I just don't want to activate more of his analysis charges. Although, even if he gets to 100% analysis, I'm not concerned with this fight at all, but I don't think he gets, close to 100. He is throwing a special 1s, which is nice of him. I'm not going to let that special 1 touch me, because then I'll get armor broken, and then, it's not lights out, but then I'll just have to wait out the armor break, which isn't too bad. Again, I could have thrown special 2 here. Most people would, but I'm just going to take the longer fight. I do have a combat regen boost, and I'm hoping to use it for the next fight, so if that timer gets to 2 minutes, then I will not be able to use it for the next fight. But we're 1.5 minutes in, and he's almost down, so in the next 30 seconds, he should be dead. I do need a pre-fight for that domino. Now, I did say if I did not get a pre-fight, I'll just put an in-bomb boost on, so either way, I'm either going to use an in-bomb boost without that combat regen boost, or I'm going to keep the combat regen boost, and I'll have my buddy put a pre-fight on that fight, and I'll solo it. But yeah, throw a special 3 here wasn't needed, but figured, whatever. Mixmaster, aggression, prowess, fight down. Now, my buddy jumps right in there as quick as he can, which is super awesome, into the domino fight. I have less limit left on that regen boost. I do put into 1 potion because I'm like, you know what? If I die because I didn't put 1 potion in, I'd be so mad. Pre-fight's on for the Magneto pre-fight, which means that any parry that I do onto her is going to stick. She's not going to fail it. And this is KIKE. This is another buddy who used to be in GT40 when I first joined. And he was an officer. And he was really cool. So sadly, I have to beat up his domino. Now, I did message him during this, and because I'm not starting with the Power Start 1 boost, which I would do if I didn't have a combat regen boost going, I'm going to phase as many hits as I can, and she's just backing up. I really dislike when this happens. When you're playing as Ghost, and the opponent knows exactly what you're doing, so they're just backing up and being a jerkwad. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to either get crumbling armor on me right here, or I'm going to bait special 2. Let's bait special 2. My goal here is just to bait special 2 and just wait out the unstoppable. But she's not throwing it until right there, which is whatever. I'm gaining health right now from crumbling armor. So it's another special. I'm trying to make sure I don't get smacked here, because usually when she's that close to me, I get smacked. Have a special 2 in the bag, ready to throw it. Throw it here. All crits, as you're about to see. All crits. She is almost at a special, but she's at 1%. I phased that recoil, and she is down. I'm at 85% health. That's a lot better than I did a few wars ago when I did the same fight with Ghost. This is a very safe fight with Ghost. Very safe with a full synergy team at least. Even without the wasp synergy, the Ghost and her synergy is definitely needed. But yeah. Now, it was April Fool's Day. So I decided to edit a photo of their opponent Omega and me, my Ghost, dying to his Elsa Bloodstone. Because my next fight was Elsa Bloodstone. And it was April Fool's Day. I went around to all my chats for my alliance. I'm like, dude, guys, I'm so sorry. I was saying this fight should have been so easy and I died. I'm so sorry. But my big mistake that people noticed after 15 minutes after they were yelling at me for dying, was that picture had gold stars, a non-duped Elsa. This Elsa I'm going against is awakened. So I did mess that up. So next time I want to mess with them and edit a photo that was pretty realistic, go back to it. I think it's a pretty realistic photo if you look at it from afar and not zoom in. Because people were yelling at me, like, why'd you die? I'm like, wait, did my death count? Like, go check. And then people screenshotting, like, no, it didn't count yet. I'm like, wait, what happened? Like, I just died, terrible death, tried to exit when I could. But yeah, I was joking around, and, like, finally they realized, I'm like, fine, I didn't die. I edited that photo because I have all this time. April Fools, messed with you guys. And yeah, there's my April Fool's joke on my alliance. It was a lot of fun. I thought it was pretty funny and clever. KT1 even said it was clever, because I went to his stream later and told him what I did. But yeah, going into these fights, I'm very confident in these fights. I'm not boosting too big. I think just a 20% boost. No power back boost, no power start boosts. I'm very confident in these next two fights. Next three fights, actually. Path 4 was actually taken with someone with a Quake, luckily, so I didn't have to do that. Silver Surfer, I knew that Silver Surfer is not a ghost fight. I could have done a herd, but I didn't want to turn suicides off. So I get parried right away. I'm like, how in the heck do I get parried at the beginning of that fight? This is the simplest fight on the whole map. I have to die in the simplest fight. It's whatever. I could have been evaded there, but I did not. Big special 2. She's down. I'm at 48% from the 85% I was at. And I'm going to throw in like another 3 potions here, which is really dumb. I'm like, this is a super simple fight. Another 3 potions. Whatever. I'm just positive this next fight I'm not going to get parried. Silly Elsa parried me. It's probably just... I'm lucky that it was Ghost, because if I was parried with anyone else, she would have evaded me and just done full combo and dead. But luckily, I was just Ghost, and she didn't do an evade and just give me extra damage. But yeah, I'm going to put another combat regen boost on again, because I never use them, and I'm just tired of using potions. But I've done this fight so many times. So I don't plan to die at all, or get any damage at all. You see that I perfectly plan his transfer, or basically his debuff here. I'm playing it very safe. I am very good at evading that special 1. Perfectly evading it, at least. I'm very good at that. But I rather play it safe. Again, perfect transfer there to not get a debuff on me. Special 1, dead. Now on to one more fight, my 7th fight of this war. It's going to be that Black Widow Clairvoyant mini-boss, which I'm not sure why they placed her there, because the only way she can regen on node 50 is if she throws a special 1 in bleed mode, and if she throws a special 1, most likely if she's hitting you, you're dead. Like, it's going to be unblockable anyways, because she's hitting you, and you can't block while she's hitting you, like when she already connects. So yeah, this node is only unblockable when regen, and it's just not sure why they placed her here. Also, that just fault has suicides, which I get is smart to place Elsa with suicides, but it's really dumb in ebb and flow intercept, because in ebb and flow intercept, it turns off all debuffs immediately on your specials. I try to bait special 1 here and just bait special 2, fight over, easy like that. But anyways, ebb and flow intercept immediately turns off all debuffs, so it turned off her suicide bleed, which makes it pointless to even place Elsa with suicides. It was just so dumb. But anyways, that Black Widow Clairvoyant, super simple. Go back and watch it again. I baited special 1 to get some debuffs on me, threw a special 2, and fight over. We ended up winning this war with 7 fights, no death. I just had 6.5 potions because I used a 3,000 potion instead of 6,000, so I'm counting 6,000 potions, which puts me to almost 20 potions this season. Terrible. And we're way below the fights from last season. Now, we are 1 death better, but we're way below the fights of last season. We're at 43 fights at this point last season. Now we're at 37, which I'm just not happy when we are so below the amount of fights. I'm getting, like, no fights this season. And I know I'm confident. I can easily do so many fights, even without Ghost. But still, when I'm not given Ghost, I'm given 3 to 4 fights. When I'm given Ghost, I can do 7 fights. Like, what does that show you of my abilities with Ghost? It's not that I'm asking for more fights. It's that she can do more fights, especially when I'm using her. And then when I'm not giving Ghost, I'm giving 3 fights. I'm not even giving any mini-bosses ever without Ghost. I don't know why. It's like, you think I'm safe enough to use non-Ghost champs, and then you won't assign mini-bosses. Come on! Trust me. Anyways, we won this war. Congrats to Palo for a good war. They did play really well. Most of the deaths that they had, they literally died with the champion they were facing with like 5 to 10% health left. So they were very close fights. He just got unlucky, I'll say. And even Omega, who I fought against for his Elsa Bloodstone, he used to be in GT40 last season. He died quite a bit, hence why he's not here this season. He died against our boss. Not sure if it was charity to us for used to being in us, or he just didn't do well, but he used Void against Mojo. Not sure why you do that. It's definitely a Human Torch fight or magic fight, easily. But anyways, thank you for coming to my war video. And I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully we win the rest of the season and we have a chance at top 3. I'm so excited to see if we can get top 3. Coop, signing off. Happy gaming.